Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Okay. Okay, so just out of curiosity, who here in the audience speaks only English? We'll do it in English anyway, but just curious. Okay, interesting. AI for human language, and we'll do it in English in an audience where everybody speaks Hebrew. So my name is Noam Fine. I'm head of AI at Vonage. Again, a quick survey. Who here has heard of Vonage at all? Okay, that's pretty good. Vonage is a quick word about Vonage for everybody. A US-based company, publicly traded, pretty large corporate in the US that is focused on business communication. Global presence, thousands of employees. Uh, 30% has heard of it in Israel. Has a pretty large R&D center located in Tel Aviv in Alon Towers, close to Azrieli. I've joined Vonage around 6-7 months ago with the acquisition of our company, Over AI. And let's talk a little bit about intelligent communication. Vonage until today was a business communication company. Well, not until today, but until recently. Not an intelligent communication company. And that's a big difference. When you think about communication companies today, think of the basics that we all know. Basically, pipes, right? Running media, be it SMS or voice or video from side to side. Vonage, historically, since it was started, which was a long time ago, has been doing VoIP communication. So it's always cloud, always a communication that is data based. And today we understand that this data is valuable and has much more potential of providing value to our customers, and we can do stuff with it. So, and excuse me for being just a little bit sick, not corona or anything like that, promise. So we were brought in to add, sorry? Sorry. So we were brought in to add intelligence to any touch point in the customer's journey. We have Vonage, like I mentioned, provides a large variety of services from communication APIs that you can build on anything that you basically want, to video conferencing, meetings, even the cloud IP telephony that you know in different corporations. Contact center software. In all of these, we meet customers, we meet internal users that are using our services, and in any touch point, we want to be able to add intelligence. And how do we do that? Well, the hint was actually here. We moved to intelligent communication. So when we think of intelligent communication, this is built on three basic elements. The first one is data. So the first understanding is that we actually have data, right? In our pipes, this is what we have running. And we want to start looking at this data, storing it, making sure that this data is granular, it is fresh, it is contains all the metadata that we can attach to it. So this is the first part in this revolution. The second one is allowing advanced analytics on top of this data. And I think maybe this slide and the one after is maybe the most important one in my presentation. Sorry for that. I hope the rest won't be boring, but this is really important when we think about this kind of revolution in the communication space. So this is what Vonage used to look like and what other companies in the space look like today. It is a media stream. Maybe it's text, maybe it's audio, maybe also includes video, but it is a media stream, and this is what our pipes or our looked like until now. And this is what they look like today. Right? So we have all these additional layers of analytics that we run through it, and it starts with the transcription. It could be sentiment, it could be extracting topics, it could be biometrics, it could be basically, and this is just a short list, but today, as part of our infrastructure, as part of our core, it's not something that you attach externally, but in our core, this is what's running through our pipes. So we are running data and we are running insights as part of it. And when you have it in the core, that allows you to add additional services and actually build the third element, which is intelligent applications, in very minimal effort. You have all of this available, and now you can go ahead and build on top of it. Let's put intelligent applications aside for a minute, and I'll give you one example pretty soon. Let's talk about voice for a second. So, like the title of this event, we're talking about human language, and we believe in voice. We believe in it mostly because it's the first skill and the most natural for us to use when we communicate with each other. And I had my third child born a week ago, and I experienced it with my other kids before. The first skill that they acquired and used to communicate with me is actually speaking before they can even walk. So it's a UI that we don't have to learn. And this is also the reason why it is very quickly and rapidly growing as an interface, a very prominent one for technology and for connecting with services and products. It's also supported with the different research, so we can see that customers actually prefer voice to get to interact with self-service applications, and this is growing. There's a huge trend there. Voice is being used to improve IVR and call routing in any contact center that you're calling, and we're seeing even the increase itself in self-serving applications dramatically increasing. That is. Voice is a large part of it, and also the fact that we as people no longer want to talk to other people. So this is why we use WhatsApp, I guess. And but actually, if we could have WhatsApp voice, that would be better, and that's also growing. So and because of that, this is why people actually call when they have a problem with a company that they work with. And in the U.S., this results in a very, very big industry. Think of $200 billion as part of the contact center industry in the US only, which is not the largest market for this industry globally. So $200 billion, most of it being paid in salaries to people working in this industry. So almost 4 million people only in the US working in contact centers, both in outsourced and in-house. But when you actually call, and I think we've all experienced it, you call a company, you have an issue, and there is nobody there to help you, or you find yourself waiting for minutes, but probably long minutes. And this is because of three major trends. One, we see call center minutes in the increase all the time. So these companies are getting more and more and more calls. But on the flip side, it is harder to find people to come and work at your contact center today. People will go and be YouTubers or Uber drivers, or there are so many other opportunities that people prefer doing. And also, even when you find people that you can hire, there is very large churn there. So people will come in, leave pretty soon, and companies find themselves in this recurring cycle of hiring, rehiring, and investing a lot of effort there. So always us as people, we are the problem. And even when you find people there, at the end of the day, what they do is they are some sort of human API. Around 70% of the calls that are incoming are for very simple, mundane tasks where the person itself, he's some sort of an API from the analog call that is translating basically speech into an action in the digital system, in a CRM of sort, maybe pulling information or adding information into the CRM. And I think everybody in this room is very much aware that there is no need for human APIs anymore with all the technology that we've heard of so far at this event and the stuff that we're doing today. So basically, and this brings me back to the intelligent applications, one of the main applications that we're building today at Vonage is our conversational AI platform, which is, in a sense, replacing human representatives for these simple, mundane tasks that they're getting all the time, with virtual AI representatives that can actually do a much better work for these tasks. Not only saving on cost, but actually the result and the motivation for the companies we work with is improving customer service and the customer experience that they're getting. So you're getting somebody that understands what you need, always polite, answers immediately, and a lot of other benefits. Sorry. This is being implemented for a large variety of use cases, like I mentioned, but you can shortlist here next generation IVRs, scheduling, obviously, all kinds of notifications, travel alerts. Some are very short and immediate. Some are actually very long. For technical support, we're seeing calls with our AI agents 40 minutes long sometimes. So really long interactions. This is very challenging for us from a technology perspective and maintaining the dialogue. But they all have something in common, which is basically, we call it low-value interactions. It's something that you just want to get done and out of the way as a customer, and companies also don't benefit from this interaction. It's not like a sales call or an upsell or sort or something like that. So I had a demo, a live demo. I was trying to be brave and have a live demo in place to give you a sense of what that sounds like. I'll quickly describe it. I don't have access to show you what's happening on the screen, unfortunately. But basically, what we have is, and thanks to this technology and the fact that we have AI enabled as part of the core infrastructure, that allows AI to kind of like orchestrate a call with a customer across different channels and move between them seamlessly. So the demo, and I'll try and show you maybe on my phone screen, starts with a voice call that is answered by an AI representative, moves seamlessly to a WhatsApp conversation, sharing information there. Everything gets logged into Salesforce, and that could be any CRM. And that, in turn, is data that can be pulled to allow personalization of future experiences. I'll let you hear what that sounds like. And again, we can try it offline or come see it after if you're interested. I'll call using my regular phone dialer, right? That's part of the magic when you think about it, when you have AI at the core. I don't need an application, or it's not tied to a device. It is part of the telephony infrastructure. So this is a real use case, a little bit modified.
Hello, welcome to Winter Apparel. My name is Louisa, and I am the store's virtual assistant. How can I help you?
Hey, Louisa. Is this some kind of robot?
I may not be human, but I'm here to help. Routing you to a live agent will place you in a queue and might take longer. Please allow me to try and assist you.
Okay, I want to return a sweater that I got.
Okay, sure. Any chance you have the order number?
Sorry, I don't have it.
That's not a problem at all. Would you like to return it to one of our stores?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. I can help you find the nearest location over WhatsApp. Should we do that?
Yes, that would be great.
I'll send you a message in a minute. Have a nice day.
Okay, now I'll try and show you what's happening here. Basically, I got a message asking for my name and to share my location, which is kind of a cool feature of WhatsApp. This is, by the way, Vonage, as I said, has different APIs available for communication. So one of our APIs is a WhatsApp API, which allows us to use these advanced feature. So I'll type in Noam Fine, and I will share my location. So I shared my location here and my name, and I got in return a location on a map and the store location. And I can follow up on this conversation, but you're not seeing it, so I'll just say thanks. There's like other options that it does, asking me to rate the conversation 1 to 5. And I think think of us as customers, and not because it's my demo. Basically, this is a pretty awesome kind of experience. So definitely a 5, right? No? Yeah. Okay. So rating myself and the experience that I built 5, and it says thank you. Now you won't be able to see it, but everything gets logged into Salesforce with the transcription, with the voice recording, with other information that we've extracted from this demo, and can be used for future analytics. So lastly, just my point. My slide says voice is also a killer application. I wanted to have here. Video is also a killer application. You can think of all the additional data that we can find on video calls. So this is definitely stuff that we're already looking at, and is the future of some of our new services. So there is more to come from us. If you're interested, we have a booth out there, and happy to talk to you about it. Thank you very much.